documentary focuses on the history of the Belle Nail Works in Wheeling, West Virginia. Belle is one of two surviving cut nail plants in the United States, and it still uses the same machines and virtually the same technology that they were using in 1852. The only real changes are material, the use of steel as opposed to wrought iron. This is the same machines, they're maintained the same way. The artisans, the workmen still are known as nailers and feeders, and it's truly a survivor of the 19th century, and it needs to be saved and preserved. Since about 1990, coil steel has been used at Belle as opposed to sheet steel. The pickling process was abandoned about that time. So today at Belle, this coil steel comes in large coils. Obviously it's coil steel. And it is put on a machine and pulled and straightened through a shear, and then in this rolling process it's taken through the shear. It is then cleaned by what's called shot blasting, which is literally little lead pellets being hit on the metal at high speed, and it just cleans the metal off, cleans it, all the rust and any surface imperfections off the steel. And the machine continues through a series of rolls. The coil steel continues through a series of rolls where it is flattened, and then it's taken at the end of the machine. It is sheared to the width desire of the length of the nail, plus a little material for the head. Unlike in older eras, the wheeler no longer wheels the nail plate to the individual machines, but it is stacked up and taken by forklifts to these various nail machines.
My name is Joseph A. Foster. I started working here at Belle August of '64. Learned a trade from Frank Bosovich. We make knives for the nail machines, and we make all the nippers, gauges, hooks for the pickler. All right. Now these are the gauges. They're made first on the hammer, the air hammer, and then the rest is worked over here on the anvil. This is what stops the nail from going back too far and trips it so it flips back over and the next nail can come in to be cut. Then the machinist will fine tune them, to where they'll be perfect. Then the nailers, they come and they grind them all, then they bring the knives back out to me, then we have to harden them. You have to harden just the blade of it, and that's another hard thing, to do. You have to learn how to do it, and you have to know the kellers. We make all our own tools, the chisels and hammers, and everything is made right here. What we have to work with is we do it the best we can do. And it seems to have always worked out for us, so hopefully it will continue to work out for us,
At the nail machines, the same process occurs as would have been in the since the nail machine was invented. The nail plate is offered in the machine. The automatic feeder flips the plate, and as the nail is cut, it is falls by gravity, is grasped, and then headed, and then it is falls by gravity to the bottom of the machine, which is it's still the same process in that regard, despite the use of more modern equipment. Hardening is heating the nails to a certain temperature. They're heated and then in this oven, and then quenched in water. Those two things give the nails their strength and a certain brittleness. Today, the nails are packed into boxes. Today, 50-pound boxes of nails are packed at Belle and then put on flats and shipped most likely by truck. Industry is attracted to Wheeling because of obviously because the National Road passes through here. It was the terminus of the National Road for many years. It was the terminus of the Baltimore and Ohio Railroad for many years. It had deep water navigation on the Ohio and was the head of summer navigation on the Ohio River So we had a great transportation nexus here at Wheeling with the B&O Railroad, the National Road, and the Ohio River provided great outlets to the west. And, you know, in 1850, there was still a lot of west to be developed, and people were still moving west. Chicago was just getting going, and San Francisco, and the great gold rush in California. So there was a lot of migration westward, and Wheeling was one of the gateways to the west. Wheeling was one of the gateways to the west and provided a great outlet to markets as far south as New Orleans, and to the west to Chicago and San Francisco as the railroad lines developed. And Wheeling is known for many things besides nails. The glass, the pottery works. There's Wheeling pottery, there's Wheeling tile, there's Wheeling cigars. We can't forget Marsh Wheeling, which was, so there was a lot of industry here, and LaBelle was really one of the sole survivors of this 19th century industry, this boom that came to Wheeling because of the transportation, because of coal, because of the availability of raw materials. And that is why we need to preserve LaBelle. It's an important reminder of what great industrial center Wheeling once was.